shocking ancient text describes alien visit to Egypt. Ancient Egypt, a land of massive pyramids, mysterious mummies, and thousands of unsolved stories. Yet, among countless artifacts and ancient texts, there is one scroll that astonishes both archaeologists and UFO enthusiasts alike. A manuscript written on papyrus allegedly describing in detail a fleet of giant flying objects appearing in the Egyptian sky more than 3,000 years ago. It is known as the Tulli Papyrus, the ancient book considered the Pasterns' first UFO report in human history. The history's most controversial UFO report, the story, according to various records, begins in 1933 when Alberto Tulli, the director of Egyptology for the Vatican Museum, was browsing a small antique shop in Cairo. Hidden in a corner, he discovered an old papyrus scroll covered in Egyptian hieroglyphs. The price was too high, so instead of buying it, Tulli simply copied the entire content by hand. No one could have predicted that this copy would later become one of the most controversial documents in archaeological history. The first translation by Prince Boris de Rockevilts, an Italian Egyptologist, revealed astonishing content. During the reign of Pharaoh Thutmose III, around 1480 BC, the king's scribes witnessed a strange phenomenon in the sky. Excerpt from the ancient text. In the 22nd year, in the 3rd month of winter, the 6th hour of the day, one of the chroniclers of the House of Life observed a strange, fiery disk approaching from above. It had no head, was about 5 meters long and 5 meters wide. The breath from its mouth emitted a foul odor. It made no noise, but silently flew toward the king's house. The following passage sends shivers down the reader's spine. After a few days, the fiery disks appeared in greater numbers than ever, shining brighter than the sun's light, and extending across the 4 corners of the sky. The king and his soldiers witnessed them firsthand. After the evening meal, they ascended high into the south, and fish and many strange objects rained down from the sky, a strange thing never before recorded since the founding of the nation. Theory: contact with an extraterrestrial civilization. Pause and imagine. An ancient Egyptian night, guards standing before the pyramids, looking up at a sky ablaze with countless strange objects. No one understood what was happening, and the pharaoh, considered the son of the gods, had to order offerings to Amun-Re, the sun god, to pacify his heart. If the claims recorded in the Tulli Papyrus are true, this could be the first evidence of an encounter between humanity and an extraterrestrial civilization. However, the scientific community is not easily convinced. Many experts argue that the Tulli Papyrus is not an original, but only a hand-copied transcription, making date verification nearly impossible. Furthermore, the original papyrus scroll was allegedly lost completely after Alberto Tulli's death. This means no one can verify whether the translation is accurate. Some scholars even suspect that Prince Boris de Rockevilts, the translator, embellished the details to make the text more sensational. This is because the pharaoh's name is not mentioned in the original transcript, and many sections are fragmented, leaving the content ambiguous. The coincidence with other ancient myths. Yet, despite all the skepticism, the Tulli Papyrus compels us to keep asking questions. If this were merely a product of fantasy, why does it align with countless other ancient myths that also speak of gods from the sky? From the reliefs at Abydos that appear to show shapes resembling helicopters and aircraft, to the inscriptions in ancient Sumer describing those who came from the stars, all seem to reflect the same reality. Ancient humans witnessed something far beyond their comprehension. In 2015, thousands of years after the events described in the Tulli Papyrus, a similar phenomenon reappeared. Over the city of Sao Paulo, Brazil, a flying object shaped like a bronze pyramid was filmed. The video went viral, creating a media frenzy worldwide. According to Metro News and UFO Sightings Daily, The object was recorded with a Nikon P600 camera at 60x magnification, and its shape immediately reminded many of the fiery discs in the ancient Egyptian text. Some UFO experts like Scott Waring argue this is modern proof that are still watching us, while skeptics suggest it was merely a balloon or a hoax. But what drew researchers' attention most was the coincidence of the pyramid shape, a symbol intrinsically linked to the Egyptians and constantly referenced in theories of ancient aliens. History's biggest question. Now let's return to the core question. Is the Tulli Papyrus real, or is it merely a product of imagination or a trick of history? To this day, no one can definitively answer. All that remains is a faded copy and a highly debated translation. However, whether fact or fiction, the story has opened a bold direction of thought that perhaps what we call deities were actually just more intelligent beings visiting from elsewhere in the universe. And if that is true, could the pyramids, the observatories, and all the giant mysteries of the Egyptian civilization be the remaining traces of an encounter between humans and extraterrestrials from millennia ago? No one knows for certain. But one thing is undeniable. The very existence of texts like the Tulli Papyrus compels humanity to continue seeking the answer to the oldest question in history. Are we truly alone in this universe?